show.
Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't beat that.
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
There is. Just I hope that is going through. And then beat the hell out of him with a stick. Oh, Justin.
Kill it.
Oh, yep. With a stick.
Dead.
A damn stick.
A damned stick.
Oh, hold on. Is the crowd booing? They're booing. Man, come
Should
on.
I sit down?
No, see, look at the camera. It's tilted. It's canted slightly.
Uh-huh.
So I'm shorter. I'm not that much shorter. I'll duck down. I don't care. Hey, everybody, it's hashtag WrestlePal. Let me get the intro before I start being stupid. Man, come on. I feel weird. You're jutting your knees out. It's going to hurt somebody. Sit down. I hope you drop out of frame.
Better?
I hate everything.
It's more comfortable.
It's hashtag. Is it?
Yeah.
Hashtag WrestlePals, everybody. I'm WrestlePal Nate. I don't know why I introduced myself first. I never do that.
You feel good about it. You feel great about it.
Hold on. I'm going to start over. Hashtag WrestlePals. It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin over here.
Oh, that's me.
Hey, he's great.
Hey.
You're not gonna, are you saving the weird nipple thing for later? It's gay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. He's got a... Don't ask.
Who are you again?
Hashtag WrestlePal Nate. Spooky fingers. Yeah, we got the spooky background and spooky fingers. We got a background.
Spooky,
Yeah. If you touch those things...
Don't do that.
They're a little warm. They're a little warm to the touch.
Don't do that.
Ow! I didn't mean to hit that one.
Well, you know.
That one. Ooh, that one's cool.
Told you shouldn't do it, but
Cool to the touch. Cool to the touch. There you go. You want to love them and grab it. You got it. Look over here. Look over here.
those are fireflies.
Look
Nathan.
over here. Look over
I
here.
don't want to look over there. You feel better now?
When's the last time somebody threw a fireball?
1998.
Really?
Halloween Havoc.
God damn it! I knew. Why subconsciously did I know the answer? So look, we usually go through and put up a nice little title screen, and you try to stay relevant. Whatever happened big that week, we take a little picture thereof and throw it up there. And I asked Justin, "Hey, Justin, you got any ideas you want to throw up there?"
Goatee sting.
You wanted goatee sting, specifically goatee sting. I was like, "Sting got a goatee?"
Yeah,
Like,
man.
yep. He said, "Search goatee sting 98." All right, and there's
he is.
goatee sting 98.
There he is. I told you.
I mean, I'm not happy about it.
No, you're very happy.
I never said you were wrong.
Look at him. He looks so happy.
Is it just because I have a goatee? Is this a personal shot at me? Is that what this is?
No, it's Sting grew goatee.
Sting grew.
Wears face paint.
Kidding. Well, it's fine-ish. I mean, look, man. After Hogan blacked in the rest of his beard,
Yeah.
anyone could do anything at that point. Like Bam Bam Bigelow could show up and just I'm gonna
Have
paint hair on.
Yeah, he should have.
No, paint it on.
Yeah.
Painted hair.
I would have been okay with this.
Yeah. Justin, I watched all the wrestling.
Oh, look at you.
Well, I was abandoned at the home by myself, and I haven't had control of the television in a nigh on 10 years.
I know the feeling.
And well, you've found a nice little way around it.
Not sleeping.
You don't sleep anymore, and you're like, all right, it's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Everyone's unconscious. I'm going to watch wrestling with 2 on the volume. It must be very exciting for you.
Yes, it is.
You don't have headphones hooked up to it?
No.
Just start yelling and screaming, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" No?
No.
Do you ever get excited in the middle of the night as you're watching wrestling?
Well, let's put it into perspective.
That's a horrible question, and I want that out of context.
Middle of the night, I'm usually watching 98 Nitro. So no, I never get
man.
excited.
Come on. That's accurate.
It's very accurate. But last night, or this week rather, this Sunday, was Extreme Rules.
Word up. I'm pulling up the little logo now. That's the one thing I forgot to...
Hey, we're going to be talking about... We'll dive in a second. If you like this station, and you like the fact that we're in a new space, check this out. There's only 10 t-shirts left.
Word?
10 t-shirts. 10 double middle finger t-shirts. Only 10 of them left. They're only $20. And look, we sell those, and then we can get the next run. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
only 10 left, and then that's it. Double middle finger shirts are gone forever.
Yeah, it's the last of our first logoed run.
Yeah,
we're moving on to the next.
The next thing.
The next big thing.
Brock Lesnar?
Well, I mean, we're also small thing and medium and large and extra large. Probably some 2. You know what? We should get some 3Xs if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Maybe 4X.
4?
I don't know. Probably 3Xs. Look, whatever, man. No, we'll see what's sold. We don't got. Do we have a lot of small listeners?
Probably not.
It's just your kids,
Yeah.
mine. That's about it. And even then,
we don't have listeners in this program. So,
man, come on. Let me have some hope, would you? Damn, dude.
if you would like to do that, it's radiofradio.com/shop for the double middle finger shirts. We actually also have, if you want to go to radiofradio.com/donate, donate $15. We have these shirts that we got from T-Fury, and $15 you get one of those. We got some New Yorker. We've got a Spatula City shirt, and we've got what's the other?
You were eyeing that Spatula City shirt.
I've got one.
Oh,
I took one.
Oh, well done.
I ain't stupid. I took one for myself.
Very good. Okay.
And then there's a banana stand one, Mr. Manager, from Arrested Development. So we have those for $15 donation. And
I wonder who picked those ones up.
Yeah, I wonder. And then we also have YMS sweatpants for $10.
Word out.
So helps us clear out our inventory so we can move on to the next stuffs.
A little something tangible for you rather than just our everlasting love, which of course is intangible. You can't grab it, you can't contain it. I think we're incapable
stool,
of
by.
it. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I
good.
sit down, hold on, watch. I sit down. Look at that.
Yeah, but no.
That's not good. I can't see them.
You wouldn't be that low.
Ouch, Jesus. I just blew out my knee trying to be an idiot and do a visual gag for something people might
what you
listen
get.
to. That's what I get. Committed. This is the 12 stairs nearly killed me.
All right, so
Oh, did you? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the match card here, just so we make sure
Matchka?
we. Yeah, no, but I'm ready to pull up the
Soon.
Matchka so bad.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, you think?
He said Money in the Bank.
He's showing up at Money in the Bank. Yeah,
what he
but you know he's not in the match that he wanted.
No,
Think he's gonna be mad about that?
possibly.
Who do you think he's gonna want to take on? This is the beauty of SmackDown. We don't know, and we're gonna watch as a result.
Yep.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
All right. So.
Oh my, that's Raw.
Yeah, that's Raw.
I gotcha.
And we'll talk about Raw.
But okay, so I guess we got to kick into Extreme Rules. Oh, yeah, like logo.
Extreme Rules. All right. So let me first start out by saying, for a pay-per-view I had no desire seeing, it was
Yeah.
a good pay-per-view. It wasn't great. It was good.
It's
I enjoyed it.
It's one of those things that they always do to us, man. We always end up thinking there's nothing to really, and we've got a stink on Raw right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't mean to.
They've earned it.
Cause but we end up usually not watching or covering stuff that we're not excited about. Because if there's plenty of people out there that'll tell you why they hate everything they hate, but there's enough stuff to love and enough stuff to dig that we don't need to get into that.
No.
If it's not on our radar, if we're not digging it, it drops off of our radar for a little bit.
Absolutely.
And it's so crazy that the flagship show has been the one that's fallen off.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been because of just wrestling in general falling out on us. It's been there's better, and we have a limited amount of time, and we're throwing it towards that.
Well, and this Sunday's pay-per-view was proof positive that I don't need Raw, because I didn't watch. I watched a couple weeks ago. I watched Raw, a couple days late, and none of it helped me towards watching what happened at Extreme Rules. None of it.
It did that thing where they set up the matches like crazy early, and it was going to be the just back and forth kind of a little bit to I guess supposedly build excitement for it. 'Cause the prime example was the Cesaro Sheamus. I don't know why I was going to give Cesaro top billing. They never give him top billing. Cesaro gets top billing for me.
He's always out first.
Yeah. So Cesaro, Sheamus, and the Hardy Boys. What was the build for that? You know what the build was?
1-on-1.
One-on-one match. What
One-on-one.
do we have the next week?
1-on-1.
We had a one-on-one match.
And that was the build going into Payback, too, by the way.
Yeah, man. And
The exact same thing. Exact same matches.
exactly.
Jeff and Cesaro, Matt and Sheamus.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even switching that back?
No.
It's like I want to watch them compete, but I want it to be advancing the story. This is because we can watch wrestling as like, oh, I'm here for the pure artistry of it. But you lose a big part of what draws in us as fairly casual. We're high-end casual. Is that what we are?
High-end?
I guess. I don't know. We're big consumers, but we don't go in for the...
We're just big.
We're not here for... Well, all right. We're not there for just wrestling. I need a storyline. I like a good
little bit,
storyline.
yeah.
A little bit of development. I like motivation behind action. And 2 weeks of the singles match going back and
2
forth
weeks.
with no advancement story-wise, no advancement character-wise, just a little bit of you're going to get a comeuppance, I probably, maybe, or not, whatever. It's hard to care at this point. That's been the Raw booking.
Yeah. Well, I will give them some credit, although
up?
they completely erased it. The Raw that I watched 2 weeks ago, towards the kendo stick on a pole match,
Right?
the story they had been telling is Bayley's not going to be able to go extreme, and we'll get deeper into that later. And
We're talking about the builds right now, and why Raw's fallen off our radar a little bit.
They showed, Alexa, taking the kendo stick to Bayley, and then the week that I watched, Bayley chased her down with it, but never used it.
She doesn't have that killer instinct. That killer. That's
Right.
That's a fun little story to be able to tell. That's character depth.
I got to be honest, that should have been the go home for that match. That should have been the match is the next thing that you see.
Right.
Because they completely erased it with the next week. This is your life segment.
Did you watch it?
No.
I made sure to go and watch that whole thing from beginning to end, just because, dude.
I'm glad
Dude.
they can acknowledge it because they did on Raw.
That
last
was
night.
great.
Yeah.
When something doesn't quite hit, make something of it.
Yeah.
If you got to crap on it to step up out of it, that's perfectly fine. But the this is your life thing, man. And it was Alexa holding court with the horrible actors, dude, just mocking Bayley-ish,
She doesn't
kind of
need that.
very poorly, by the way.
She doesn't need that. I don't understand why that happened. Why that was a thing.
Now, this is me trying to find the silver lining in it.
Okay.
There was booze for the segment.
Okay.
And Alexa did a fantastic job of trying to steer this crashing plane as if to be like, shut up to the crowd a little bit, you know? And I can get a little bit... If you're trying to get people off of Alexa and behind Bayley, there was a bit of that could have been salvaged to give some push behind Bayley, but they got none of that. It ended up not happening, and people ended up not caring about Bayley and very pissed at the segment.
Yeah.
And then it led into then we'll get into the matches later.
Get into that. Now, the other one I'm super disappointed in. Okay, so the main event of the evening is the 5-way. That in and of itself is a disappointment to me. Like, I understand.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand the importance of it because the winner becomes the number one contender. I understand.
I do like that. The fact that they don't need the fact that competing for a number one contendership is going to be your main event. The fact that you're making this spot important comparatively, I do enjoy that. But yeah, it was heavy, wasn't it?
But I would have preferred that be the open. And look, when Miz and Ambrose were still on SmackDown, those guys were main eventer. Like, Miz was like a heartbeat away from being a main eventer. Like, he could have been. Like, it wouldn't have been out of the question to see him in a main event.
Okay.
And he was main eventing SmackDown.
Yeah.
Frequently. They completely lost their steam coming over to Raw. And
Which is weird. Everybody that had no steam went over to SmackDown.
has
Skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And fitting into programs.
they went from the Intercontinental Championship being this hotly contested championship to, man, this is just a title that they have.
Here's the thing for those MIDI guys to play with, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I get you.
And like, I would have preferred if they could have kept that heat and put that as the main, or even the tag team championship match. Mm-hmm. The Hardys are hot. Like the Hardys easily could have.
Need that out of context. All these things that I'm never going to cut out. But yeah, I get you.
People blow up for the Hardys.
Well, it's all about changing up, because we had a SmackDown pay-per-view that did that not too far back, right?
Yeah.
Where
It was Styles, Cena, and Dean, triple threat, and they opened the card for the WWE Championship.
To which you're like, where are they going to go from here? They're going to go elevate everything else, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We were watching it, we're like, wow, that's a weird choice. And then at the end of the night, we're like, I was entertained throughout the entire thing.
You had a chance here to. The guys that were in the main event match are all there or hovering there anyway.
Yeah, they're not going to go anywhere either. I mean, they're not going to drop down on it. That's the top of your card. So they don't need that placement in order to elevate at all.
Now, as a coronation of sorts. So, like, again, like, I understand it, and I'm not mad at it. But on a personal side, I would have had that either be the hot open or somewhere in the middle of the card.
And maybe you're
try to elevate
second main.
Else. Yeah.
And then you get to come down and then come back. Because that way you're not deviating from their standard. Because they have that standard. The hot open, you got the little bit of the draw
hot open
thing.
Wasn't even that hot.
Oh. Well, it depends on what you consider the open. How invested are you in the it's kickoff? Okay, first of all, as far as kickoff show, you know what I'm very glad I did not see?
Wow.
Truth and Gold Dust.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that's going to be given some time. I mean, it sucks, though, that most of the time when I watch Raw, it's Hulu version. Guess who gets cut out?
Gold Dust. And
Gold
he's
Dust,
killing it right now.
I'm searching it out. I'm having to search it out, but I'm searching it out, and I'm enjoying it. And for the Hulu version also, I don't... who's Braun? Braun Strowman? It's cut out completely.
Everett Lee just says "This Is Your Life" was lackluster.
It's very kind of you, sir. Very, very kind.
Yeah.
Because man, and Alexa did everything she could to steer it.
I wish this computer worked so I didn't have to do this to see what people were saying.
Comments. Oh man, that stinks.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I could cry about it.
Hey, you want to punch it? Punch it. Literally, just smack this Nah, that's fine. Don't do that.
All right. So, all this being said,
yeah.
I watched Extreme Rules last night.
You did. You have
Sunday
to.
Night.
You have to.
And again, I felt like I did not need to. I did not spend any time watching Raw.
Yeah.
And I was all the better for it. Actually.
Yes, absolutely. It was fresher.
That's sad.
That is. You weren't built up, and the hype wasn't built for it. This was just a nice distraction.
Right.
I mean, hopefully it'll be a nice jumping back in point. But
I ended up watching Raw last night.
Really?
We'll
You watched
a
Raw.
I watched Raw.
I'm very excited about this.
Well, again, they did one thing perfect.
Uh-huh.
And we'll talk about that when we get there.
All right.
And that was why I watched. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in then.
Okay.
So another thing that they're doing okay with, like I'm enjoying watching, is the Titus brand with Apollo and Kalisto.
It is.
It's a fun little thing.
You know what? Who ain't doing nothing?
Yeah.
Let's do something.
And it's about time something worked for Titus.
Uh-huh.
Like, it seems like he keeps getting thrown into these things. And what a dude. This guy's great. Like,
he wants to be a brand ambassador so bad. And he's doing everything that you need to be that guy. Any event, he's there. Any promotional thing, he's there. He's building his own events. He's everything you could want from a brand champion is Titus O'Neil. Unfortunately, he hadn't been anywhere to be seen for quite some time.
Yeah.
But now
he's on every week.
Now he's Titus brand. And you know he's getting over on? He's getting over on not necessarily his ability, because I like his ability. I like his stupid Ura.
He's a decent wrestler. Like, he's not amazing. He's decent.
But he's getting a chance to shine with personality and character development.
Yeah, he has tons of. Now,
but he hasn't had the opportunity to really delve into it.
The only thing, and I've seen this going around a lot, and I sort of agree. I'm not going to take it to the levels that most people are, but that's a big dude to be like a manager type. Now, he's not straight manager. Like
he's like a player coach, man.
Yeah.
Like 80s Pete Rose.
Like, he's wrestling, but not every week. but it's just weird because he's like bigger than Apollo. Like he's
I like the like player coach angle.
yeah.
I'm not totally weird with it because I get that way feeling about like announcers too.
Yeah.
Like we were watching I watched NXT the past week and you got Percy Watson there.
Oh, yeah.
Not saying much, but it's like it's a big deal. He couldn't fit a tie around his neck. Good lord. All right.
All right.
I'm just gonna
You know.
it's just gonna be Percy Watson. Sweet. All right. Or even when Graves first made the transition, but now he wears like really tight sharkskin suits, so
And
it's
fashies.
different.
Young man haircut.
Young man haircut.
All right.
But yeah, the whole you don't really fit that mold of what I've grown accustomed to. But I'm okay with it because he can and does jump in the ring.
Yeah. But so Kalisto defeats Apollo Crews in the kickoff match.
All right. Well, you know what? This is a place where we've bitched in the past about 50-50 booking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to it here. This guy's doing stuff, and you know what? While that's going on, you're getting development of the Titus brand.
Yeah, and we're starting to see a little glimmer of Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, who he can be.
Because he's got all the physical assets, all the ability in the world. It's just nobody's know who the hell
cares.
to do this.
I mean, he's still running.
Stone Mountain, Georgia. That's all I know about the man. And he runs.
He's still running.
Oh, he's a hefty dude
Oh, man.
with cardio out the butt.
Like, now we can, like, get that we can, like, be in front of.
You want to be
in
just an
front of
endless
him
loop
running?
of Apollo running? Do you want me to get on that right now? Because
No,
I can.
no, no,
Okay.
no. I mean, that's some other time stuff.
Because how often are we going to look? Once Apollo gets into some sort of title program, the gif of him running will be forever looping behind us. All right.
So let's. All right, that's
This
the
is my
kickoff.
guarantee.
That's the kickoff. Here's one thing actually, Otunga, great in that role.
It's a kickoff that had a story. I like that. What did Otunga do? What did Otunga do?
He was just on the panel.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, he wasn't like amazing, but
He
like,
mentioned his wife at all.
yeah, but like he is annoying at the table. I don't ever want him to ever go back.
Okay.
I really don't. But like, he was fine on the panel, talking about stuff.
Again, too big to be in shirts. Take your shirt. Well, I don't want to say that to him either.
Here's the other thing that bums me out. I mean, other than they brought Nia Jackson.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, I don't understand her. Like, I don't get it.
She constantly looks like she's waiting for somebody to say, and action. And then she can be like, rawr.
But she was not very good in the segment.
All right, man, whatever. Shut up, she's pretty.
But I feel like SmackDown does a better job of utilizing that pre-show for like Rowan and like
Yeah, it's like, hey, who
developing
has
even more story.
Who needs that right now?
character, yeah.
Let's throw him out there instead of, hey, let's keep rehashing shit like Raw is known to do. So we got nothing from Nia on that?
Nothing of note.
Oh, that's worse than nothing.
Yeah.
When you get the opportunity, it doesn't go anywhere. Because I'll always go back to that. Was it Bailey on like a
Raw Talk?
Raw Talk,
Yeah.
where Booker T's trying to psych her up, like, come on, say something,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
She's just like, I don't know, man, whatever. She yawned. It was terrible.
Yeah. And it's
So we got one of those from Nia?
Essentially, only worse.
Raw Talk with Bailey.
So let's jump into the card because there's nothing else from the pre-show to talk about. The
Hey,
Miz.
that's not bad for a pre-show.
yeah,
I
that's
guess,
fine.
kinda.
The Miz and Ambrose opens the show.
Can we just say this up front?
Mm-hmm.
The Extreme Rules, right?
Right.
I don't think anybody.
No disqualification.
I don't think anybody knew any of the rules for any of these matches.
You can use
literally-
whatever you want.
It's literally every
Extreme rules.
single match had something awful or a rewriting of the rules as we were going. They were poorly explained, and there was just no follow through, no repercussions, no nothing. It was just what the hell, man. It's just if you need to stand up, it's okay. I don't have a Napoleon complex. I'll be okay. Tall son of a bitch. But yeah, and this is the beginning of it. It's the here we are at Extreme Rules. This is the roughest, toughest show of the year.
Yeah.
All kinds of crazy stuff about to happen.
You know what these rules are, Nathan?
What are they?
They're extreme.
Yeah. It's good.
No disqualification, I would assume.
Well, I mean, that's bare minimum. Justin,
Use
bare minimum.
whatever weapons you want, right?
You're only limited by the depravity of your own imagination.
Yeah, but no disqualification.
Oh,
and
what?
Ambrose is going to lose the title.
Okay.
Now, story-wise, this makes sense. Like, if you watch the television story going in,
right,
it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I have no problem with the stipulation at all.
There's an understandable reason why this one has been implemented.
Right. This is a weird pay-per-view to have it on, and more specifically, weird pay-per-view for it to open.
I kind of get it for counter-programming a little bit. Like, everything else is going to be so damn extreme, Justin. Everything else. There's going to be all kinds of... We might see a light tube this evening. No, we're not. But this is the counter-program. This is showing you the exact opposite so you can put the rest of the carnage, the depravity, the wholesale slaughter of the rest of the card. I was going to put that in relief by showing you what a difference it makes.
Leslie, wasn't that stipulation great? I mean, it's Extreme Rules, but he, the Lunatic Fringe, cannot do anything illegal. Yeah, sure. Again, story-wise, I get it.
Yeah,
It's just
it
this
makes
is the
sense.
Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
Like I was saying, I get the great balls of fire. Somebody doesn't throw a fireball, I'm going to be pissed.
I don't think we're getting that.
I know
This
we're
isn't
not.
98 Nitro. The match was fine.
Don't make me get goatee.
The match was fine. Like, again, I'm not
It was.
complaining. The match was fine. It was an enjoyable match. It was not a hot open.
No. Well,
This
you know
was
what?
a good match.
We've seen
that
it.
we've seen a lot.
We've seen it a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm hoping this ends up being the blow off, and with the little weird Samson play. For if a man has a lisp, a little bit of a lisp, don't give him the name Samson. We'll get to that in a bit.
What it needs is what I am.
Cool. Boo! Why am I booing? I don't know, but boo this man. Yes, exactly. But how it was the match got some time.
Yeah.
And then finally we get to the Maurice is going to slap Miz.
Yes. Slap me. Slap me.
So the stipulation is if Dean gets disqualified, he loses the
The
title.
Intercontinental Championship.
So let's start with a collar or elbow tie up and do some wrestling.
Yeah.
All right. All of these rules got in the way. I didn't like it.
I know. Like, I enjoyed the story they were telling of Miz trying to get Dean disqualified, and like I enjoyed that.
Now I will give it a little credit for this. What it led to into on Raw the next night of that weird Miz paranoia.
Yeah.
Of okay, he's not hindered anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, that's copyright
That's
SmackDown. He's not hinged anymore. He's now unhinged.
Yeah.
He's fringed, if you will.
Ooh.
Unfringed?
Sure.
Someone unfringed me and never mind.
Gave you cola.
Facebook. I'm just wordplay. I'm an idiot. But yeah, leading into the Miz paranoia of now there are no stipulations and there's a hurtin' a coming, and I kind of dug that. It made for fun play the next night. But you're at the pay-per-view, dude.
Yeah.
This is the build-up. This is the, hey, we're drawing the wayward fan back in a little bit. I'm pointing directly to you. We're drawing the wayward fan back in. Here's your chance to grab him. And you got him. But it ain't a good grab. It's like you got the hook, or here, instead of here.
And then I'm swimming away.
What's it?
I'm swimming away.
Exactly. Oh, man, you're already out?
I think so.
All right.
We'll get there.
All right.
So up next.
The scariest moment of the evening.
Yeah.
This was goddamn terrifying.
Okay. Noam Dar and Alicia Fox.
This is awful. This match scared the hell out of me.
Versus Rich Swann and Sasha Banks. Are you going to say why?
Yeah.
Why?
First,
Baltimore?
Besides the scary part, Alicia Fox and Sasha Banks are far too bendy, and it looked like someone was going to fold them in half and stuff them in a suitcase.
Oh.
And I don't like that. It makes me feel really uncomfortable. I don't like this.
Alicia Fox.
Really, really cheering for Noam. You know why? Because if Rich Swann wins, we get the scariest moment of the evening.
Yeah?
The Rich Swann celebration.
Oh.
Have you seen the Rich Swann celebration? Look, I feel bad doing this. His hands go up. He just gets this creep look on his face. I want to make sure I'm in frame for this.
But your knees aren't going.
They're under the desk. No one sees. I'm not doing the knees. That makes me even worse because I know it's just no. I know what that feels like. Okay, look, dude. The Rich Swan celebration is the scariest damn thing I've ever seen. I like it, but I don't want to. It's gonna give me nightmares.
I'm doing the knees. You can't see it.
Yes, but I can feel it. It's like blowing wind this way. It's awful. Rich Swan celebration is terrifying, and I don't like it.
You can't handle that?
So, why didn't I see that stupid joke? Yes, no. Yes, no. I can't handle that. I want you to be proud of that, because that was well done. I had to bend over for a second. Hold on.
Oh.
Can't handle this. Or that.
This was an okay match too. Like, I mean, it's a mixed tag.
Yeah.
There's nothing to write home about. No purple ropes.
Which I like.
Yeah.
I like that because, man, I gotta tell you, purple ropes they've conditioned the crowd to now fall asleep as soon as the purple ropes come out, and it's people destroying themselves with amazing action. And they're doing their best to fit story in where they can, but they get very little opportunity to get it out there. People see purple ropes and they go to sleep, as we saw later in the card.
Now, Swan and Banks actually win
Uh-huh.
in Swan's hometown of Baltimore. They broke the curse.
Dude, it's Randy Orton ain't winning, by the way. I know it's St. Louis. He ain't winning.
Yeah.
Did Sasha do that knee thing to the floor, where she jumps down on her knees?
Yeah.
Okay. I see that. That's terrifying for me.
Yeah.
That's extreme.
That's extreme.
My knees hurt.
Just seeing her do
So
it.
bendy.
So bendy.
It's awful. It's like she's going to
I don't know.
hurt herself, maybe, or fit in a suitcase.
Might be good.
Can you do one more? Can I just do one more?
You can't handle this.
I can't handle this.
All
All right. Scariest moment of the evening. Rich Swan celebration.
Second scariest moment of the evening. Elias Sampson's performing.
Thampton. It's slight. It's subtle. It's very little. But they named the damn dude Samson. And it comes out Thampton. Slightly. It's fine, though. You know what? I'm going to call that a weird character issue and use it as more of a reason to boo him. Because I am going to find the sunny side of all of these situations.
I'm ready to boo Sampson.
Also, the intro of Elias Sampson there was just a slight little bit of a Elias Sampson. Was it JoJo that was doing the intros? I think so. Just
ladies and gentlemen,
fuck
this guy.
this effing dude. I shouldn't say bad words. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen. That's great. Now, we always worry when someone comes up from NXT that it's just, is it going to work? Is it going to translate? Is it going to go from these super fans at Full Sail University who are ready to buy into some silly stuff, who are ready to go with you and suspend their disbelief and enjoy the hell out of whatever's going on? We're worried that it gets up to the main stage and the people that are like, this doesn't make sense. It's like, yeah, it's wrestling, dude.
Yeah.
Is it going to translate? It was always scary with Tyler Breeze when he came up.
Yeah.
And you know what? It had that little bit of a weakness, but he's redefined and capitalized on his opportunity, and now there's something totally different, which, again, would work like crazy at NXT, but he had to develop it. It had to be developed on the main roster for it to work.
Maximizing television time.
You think, I don't know. Uh-oh. The fashion pope over here. You think
Perfect timing.
You think they'll ever come over to Raw and be Raw in order?
No.
Okay, just saying.
Because you'll never, if they go to Raw, you'll never see
You
them.
never see them again.
Nope.
That's right. That would make me sad.
Me too.
But Elias Sampson comes out. Did the crowd enjoy his show?
No. They booed him.
How bad was
Good.
it? Was it bad? It isn't there yet.
I mean, it's Samson bad.
Is it bigger than it was?
No.
Did he finish the song? Respectfully, did they let him finish the song?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the last one he ever gets to finish.
Probably because he didn't on Raw.
Nope. How
Well, we'll talk
how
about
great
that, too.
how great was just that absolutely nuclear heat. Nuclear? Bad heat. Atomic heat that he would get when he tried to sing. Like, I'm surprised that he had, like, full songs written when he got up here to Raw. Because I don't think he's ever had to write more than 2 lines.
Yeah.
Boo! What I boo! And then he's done. And he's just frustrated. And I'm drifting. I'm drifting.
I'm drifting away. Drifting. So,
well, I think that's a great little weird non-wrestling spot that served its purpose of getting you a little bit of a reset. It's a come down without it being a come down match, which is nice. And you got Samson on the card, didn't have to do anything, didn't have to ruin his character. Got out there and it's like, hey, everybody, this is training the audience. This is where you boo me.
Yeah.
So go.
I'm gonna sing boo.
Boo! It just happens.
Yeah.
Dude, you think like Nikolai Volkov sitting somewhere like, I know, right? All right? He's listening like, hey, finish.
So,
I loved Nikolai Volkov singing. I
Yeah.
thought it was beautiful. As a kid, I was like, that sounds really cool. I like that. Then it was like, oh, Cold War. We hate, okay. Sweet. Oh, there was he. I kind of learned that now. Okay, sorry. So Samson,
yeah.
boo.
Boo.
I'm going to say a word. You tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Elias Samson.
Boo.
Well done. Good job.
Speaking of boo.
Look, I was trying to keep it positive as long as I could. I see you trying to make the transition. Go ahead.
There was a few things I was excited for this card.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being the Raw Women's Championship match, Alexa Bliss and Bayley. We talked about that earlier. About they erased the build with the "This Is Your Life" segment.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, you know what? The match will still be good. Has the possibility of being great because they're both really, really good.
Bayley's one of the most fantastic physical performers that they have.
Absolutely.
And Alexa is very athletic and has learned super quick and has adapted and worked well with everybody she's worked with amazing personality and character work on top of it. How can you go wrong?
Without a shadow of a doubt, the hottest rising star in the company.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, just, without a shadow of a doubt, she's the next wave.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's one of those ones like, hey, is that a ball? I'm going to take it. Man.
So this seems like a can't miss.
Shouldn't be
Raw,
able to.
The Raw women's matches are generally speaking good to great on every pay-per-view.
Yes, absolutely.
So tell me why. Okay, and also, I guess before we actually get into the match,
You're setting it up for so much disappointment.
kendo stick on a pole. I mean, this isn't a great stipulation, but it's a stipulation. It's a decent stipulation that they've played around with well
Right.
on Raw.
It's had a story behind it, too.
Right.
Alexa will not hesitate to beat your ass.
And again, they've done a great job of the story is, and they even did in the match, the story is Bayley won't go extreme.
Right.
And they did it in the match.
She's a good girl. She can't do this.
She can't do this.
Mhm.
I'm fine with this. 7 minutes.
Not a whole lot of, just a lot of rolling around and sticking, isn't it?
I don't understand. Like, they clearly have trust in Alexa.
Yeah.
They clearly see her as, as the next big thing in the division.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly. They clearly must have some sort of faith in Bayley because Bayley,
She's in this program.
and she just recently had the championship.
Right.
So how did it suddenly become this 7-minute match where they didn't do much?
Well, there's also something else that's happened here. They've taken Bayley, like I said, amazing physical competitor,
Yeah.
and they made her look clumsy and stupid.
Yeah.
Stipulation made her look clumsy and stupid and weak. Now I get her weakness is she can't commit to being vicious. That's cool. Build on that. Doesn't make her clumsy. Doesn't make her inept.
No.
Doesn't make her stupid. It makes her incapable. It doesn't just mean she doesn't have that killer instinct.
Right.
No, they made her stupid, dumb, inept, and incapable, and non-physical, and clumsy. what an awful word to have to ascribe to her. She looked clumsy, and it wasn't her fault. That was the way the match was built. And you've got 7 minutes to tell that story.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go with it. There's nowhere to go with, well, I'm good, but all I'm lacking is this. I'm lacking everything. Bye, everybody, going home. And that's what we got.
And she took a beating with
She took a beating, which, if this were to end up leading somewhere, which was what we were hoping pay-per-view wise, what it would lead to.
Right.
If she had taken like an ass whipping leading into this, it's like, oh my God, she's going to take another one of those.
Yeah.
And it's going to be sanctioned, and it's going to be long, and it's going to be awful, unless she stands up for herself. You never got the stand up for herself moment.
No.
Bayley gets crushed, but again, I always hope long term that this is her flaw. If they stop making her clumsy,
Yeah.
and make it so she lacks that vicious killer instinct, and that's what's going to hold her back. And then every once in a while, the tighten of the ponytail. And you get a Bailey to belly from the top rope.
I still don't
Some screaming.
I still don't understand. Like, this woman can wrestle.
She can.
Why? Like, we've only gotten to see it once.
You didn't get to
on
see.
this roster.
You didn't get to see any. They didn't have time for wrestling because they had so much story, so much stipulation on top of it. That what you got was, she can't do it, but Alexa can. Bang, 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 bang. DDT done.
I should also clarify that they're both good wrestlers.
Yeah.
We saw a good match between them at Payback.
Yeah.
It was a really good match. We saw Bailey, when was it? Fastlane? Bailey versus Charlotte.
I have a terrible memory, but yeah.
That was a good wrestling match.
Yes, absolutely.
So we've had glimpses of what Bailey can do.
Again, and those are her strong suits.
I'm not saying that Bailey had to win this. Not at all. Like,
Right.
As a matter of fact, they told the story inside of that 7 minutes about as perfect as you could.
Uh-huh.
But it was 7 minutes, and I feel like you can. It felt like even just that 3 minutes to take it to 10
Would have been enough.
would have been enough.
The only thing that I do find positive comes out of this is puts Bailey back in chase at best, which I like. I like Bailey in a chase role. That's not as much a defending champion until she can become meaner.
Yeah.
So that development of that mean streak, I'm fine with that as a story. But from Raw the next night, it looks like they're moving away from that, which I hope it goes somewhere with someone else.
Everett says, creative has destroyed Bailey. I've lost anything creative in Bailey after this match.
You know what? And that was another one of those NXT stars that was like, man, I hope that translates when they get up there.
She was legitimately, before coming up, my favorite wrestler in WWE.
You bought the shirt.
I bought the shirt.
Buy a shirt.
I only have a handful of shirts.
It's this one, that one.
I only have a handful.
There you go.
A handful of WWE shirts.
Yes, I know.
Let's clarify. But yeah, I bought
one.
It's the only NXT shirt I have.
Pocket.
She was my favorite wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And I still love her dearly. She's great, but I'm not getting to see that greatness anymore.
No.
At all. Like, not even a glimpse of it anymore.
I'm hoping they put her somewhere where she has to develop that mean streak. I want to see people take advantage of her and hurt her and put her down to the point where she's like, no one's going to stand up for me but me. And as far as character development and building her, because they're going to have to break her down to rebuild her on this stage.
Yeah.
On this stage, it was like, oh, they gave her that championship like way quick.
Which they shouldn't have.
I'm sorry. I hate using the term. I like a heel champion who's dominant and smashes everybody, cheats to win when they have to, and you get that babyface in the chase role, and then every once in a while you get that sunshiny moment when the clouds part and the heel gets their comeuppance, and that happened like way too quick.
Yeah.
Bailey could have chased and been beaten on and been the ragdoll all the way up to Mania. And then taking it from a dominant champion.
And then it would have felt like a big deal when Bailey won.
Now imagine if
it comes back to that. Still.
Now imagine if it was like a number one contendership, Bailey and whoever else, and she loses out on that because she doesn't have that killer instinct. And she gets taken advantage of again, and somebody steps over her and steals her opportunity. Or it's a three-way, and she has she teams up with someone who she thinks is a friend, and they kind of stab her in the back, and she gets screwed over until it's finally... Nah, I'm here for vengeance on every one of you sons of bitches. and I'm gonna break you, and I'm gonna hurt you, and I'm gonna win, and that would be great. But she could still keep that charm to her.
Yeah.
With like, hey, this isn't mean. This is sticking up for myself.
Yeah.
And it's the right thing to do. Build that up to SummerSlam before she even gets anywhere near the title. Her versus a consistently dominant Alexa at that time. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
But now, no.
And
She's damaged. She has to rebuild completely. Sorry.
this is
It made you sad. I'm sorry.
and this is comparing Raw to SmackDown again.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Apples to omelets.
now, the SmackDown Championship picture, like on a one-on-one basis,
Right.
is rarely as good as whatever Raw has.
Mm-hmm. Just from straight star power alone?
Right.
Right.
But the division on SmackDown, and we'll talk about that in the second hour, the division on SmackDown is superior.
Mhm.
It's just superior. Not on paper, just watching it in action. Superior. Because I don't feel anything past the championship on Raw, ever.
Because there's no foundation. There's no building. It's just a steeple, and it's sitting on the ground, and you're like, cool, man, whatever.
This is why I don't have hope that they're going to be able to fix Bayley, because they don't do that.
Yeah. Should be off TV.
She may be off TV, which might,
You said you watched Raw. Was she on Raw?
No.
Okay. Give her a week to be away,
Right.
and then maybe start the rebuild. But
I don't have hope because they usually just have whatever program is happening for the championship.
And because you've got 3 hours to fill, and that's all you can do?
I mean, except for
Is that you get your one cruiserweight match, you get your one women's match, you may get your one tag team featurette, and then what the hell else is going on?
And and that's the other thing Everett pointed out is the tag division on Raw is paper thin now. They broke up the Golden Truth. Enzo and Cass aren't really having tag matches.
Right.
Who else is there? The Revival's injured.
They'll be back soon.
Well, yeah, but they're injured. They've been
Right.
off television. All you have is Cesaro and Sheamus, the Club, who have become,
They're the
Whatever
entry.
they are.
They're the entry level. They're like stage 1 boss.
and then you have the Hardys. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's it. What are they doing?
I'm sorry.
What are they doing over there?
Oh.
But I don't know, man. You just the two women's stories right now. You have the championship,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have Sasha and Alicia with the 205 guys,
Right.
which has nothing to do with the women's division. I mean, it's fine. It gives them something to do
Correct.
and puts them on television, but I feel like you need that other one-on-one match in the middle that's somebody building towards the title.
Right.
But you have all these women.
There's nothing
that
there.
you're
Everybody's just waiting their turn.
not, specifically last night with Mickey and Dana, and they were there. Literally, they were there. They were just there.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we've nearly doubled the time of the match talking about it. That's sad.
Well, it's symptomatic of a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Well, how do you have a 3-hour show and consistently do less show than your 2-hour show, than your 1-hour show on a Wednesday night? I feel like I get more character development and story-driven stuff out of, hey, here's a Velveteen Dream promo.
Oh my God, he's great.
It's not grown up yet. Oh man, here's No Way Jose back to even the odds. Story development.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Roderick Strong's a dad.
Dude, they made me. Look, okay. Roderick Strong.
Mhm.
NXT built him with the proper tools, using everything available in their arsenal to make you care about the man and make him interesting and make you care.
Yeah.
And you did.
Yep.
If he went to Raw, what would they do? Here's Rod Man. Rod. Let's put him in some underwear.
Here's
I guess.
Rodzilla.
Yeah, cool. Nobody's watching. Cool. Get away from here, kid. Beat it, kid. I'm sorry. One of the best athletes in the roster. We don't care. We don't want to put the time or effort into building you.
It's just, it bums me out.
We've got this big guy.
It bums me out, like, talking negatively like this. I mean, anybody who's listened to me talk wrestling over the last 6-7 years, however long I've been doing it, it bums me out to talk negative. But
Yeah.
there's no positive spin here.
Hey, it's not your fault that Raw had a pay-per-view.
There's no positive
They're
spin
the ones.
here.
They're the ones that did it.
So let's move on.
Again, I always have hope.
Well, and here's a little bit of hope.
What's going on?
The Tag Team Championship match, Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardy Boys in the Steel Cage match.
What are the rules there, Justin?
Traditional. Escape only.
Okay,
No pinfalls, no submissions.
I like this.
Not bad. I'm okay with this.
They still had some effery moments, but
Yeah. So,
first of all, Justin,
uh-huh.
do you like the door?
I never liked the door.
Nobody likes the goddamn door. Why do they have the door?
I don't know.
Anybody like the door?
Do you like the door in the cage?
Nobody.
I mean,
I'll answer
occasionally-
for them.
Occasionally somebody uses it, and I mean, it
It got a wonderful little spot with the brogue kick to the door to.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Jeff. No, you're not. Beat it, Jeff.
Jeff. I'm Jeff. I'm falling off the cage.
Oh, I'm Jeff. Bye. Well, I had a horrible moment. I didn't tell this on here, did I? I had to watch the pay-per-view in seclusion, but I happened to throw up the Hardy Boys match in the big TV in the room with the family,
Yeah.
and I tried to explain why I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
It's funny. Apparently, it's just funny to us, and I hope somebody out there finds it funny. The
I'm
whole
Jeff.
Hey, here's Matt Hardy. He's having a weird psychotic episode where he's 4 or 5 different people all in the space of a 12-second intro. As he comes through the curtain, he goes through his entire career. Meanwhile,
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
Dance. Who? What is he? He's just Jeff, man. Guns in my face, rubbing my nipples. I got a swimsuit on. I'm Jeff. He's great, but he's just so happy to just be Jeff. It makes me happy. Every time I see him, all I think is, I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff. Look
Jeff.
at this. Split 50-50. Everett says get rid of the door. Leslie says I like doors.
Like not in general, because she's answering very, very, literally. Oh, literal Leslie. Cut it out, would you? Yes, they're very handy for getting
Out of places?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you got a big enough window. That window's
those
not big
windows
enough.
big
Don't
enough?
eye that window. I see your eyes shoot up like,
Let's
oh,
go.
no, it's a little high. It's big. It's high. There's also a 30-foot drop to the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
So that's,
not do that.
There's a roof we could roll down, but still, we're going to die.
We gonna die, Jack.
But we're going to roll to where we will die.
So
I don't like a door.
Jeff falls off early on, and they make a point to keep saying both members of the team have to exit.
Okay.
Jeff falls out, literally, pretty much. So it's Cesaro and Sheamus versus Matt.
Okay. You know what? This is a dynamic I can dig.
Oh, are they gonna break him?
Dude, I saw your comment, and it made me happy.
Yeah.
Because that's the question every time Matt's doing anything ever.
Is he gonna break?
They do that assisted or the avalanche white noise, assisted avalanche, whatever. I don't know the things you want to add on to it.
Yeah, just beat him up for a while,
Beat him up for a while, do some cagey stuff.
and then Jeff gets back in.
Well, before that,
Okay.
first of all, Cesaro is the goddamn man.
Yeah.
You see him just like, all right, I'm on the ground, I'm on the top of the cage.
Yeah.
Just jumps like a madman. Meanwhile, Cesaro's like, I'm beefy. I can't do the... Ah! And there's the point where Cesaro's even like lifting him up, like, come on, you sack of meat, get up here. Now there's a point where it's Matt and the we need a better name for them. We call them this.
The bar.
Okay, cool. The bar. Is that what it is?
The bar.
Bar.
We're the bar.
Bar. Okay, cool. No, I don't like it.
I like their
Trying to be
jackets
nice.
and the kilts.
Dude, visually, that's amazing. That's an aesthetic I can get
Hooligans?
behind. And the
They're
Cesaro with his Sheamus with his stupid sunglasses. It looked great. Hey,
Hooligans.
who thought we'd say this 2 years back? Hey, you know who I like?
Sheamus.
I like that Sheamus guy. He's pretty cool. I like him.
Remember the League of Nations? Remember that? Like, it should have been good, but it wasn't.
You know who in League of Nations who I was like the biggest fan of back then?
Rusev.
Well, no. It's like, who's the best guy in there? It's probably Alberto, right? He's great. He didn't give a damn then, and now he's just a a-hole who won't show up for bookings now. Oh, yeah, book me.
He's the
I'm busy.
Global Force Wrestling champion, Nathan.
Cool. If you ever get him to show up again, sweet. Congratulations.
Speaking of Impact Wrestling.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, brother.
Well, I'm thinking of clips
That I used
from
to
your
have?
old show from
Yeah.
100 years ago. That makes me happy. I was a fan, Justin.
Oh.
What happened? Oh, that seems mean. I'm sorry.
You're not a fan anymore.
But we get a spot.
Now that you have to do a show with me.
We get a spot of Matt and
how it works for most
gruesome. Oh man, come on, you're the best. Shut up. Don't touch me. We get a spot where Cesaro goes to climb out the corner over the top of the cage, and Sheamus is going out the door, and Matt stops Sheamus.
Yes.
Meanwhile, again, nobody knows the rules of the goddamn match, including the competitors.
Uh-huh.
Let Sheamus go out the door.
Yeah.
Follow him.
Yeah.
You win. Meanwhile, Cesaro's in the rafters. Hello, down there. Hello. And says it in 5 languages. Hola. Down there. Abajo.
Yeah, I don't...
Doesn't speak Spanish, does he?
Why...
God damn it.
I mean, my wife pointed that out.
Oh,
watching together and
Justin, no.
She goes, but why doesn't she just let
Why does-
Cesaro get out and let it be a one-on-one?
Yeah.
I go, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
I can't defend this.
Because Jeff. That's why.
He's Jeff.
It's Jeff.
Well, I mean, you knew he had to have a dive, and that's what I said. I was like, but then why didn't he just not get out? Do the dive anyway.
Him getting out felt kind of like inadvertent, almost like he looked back, like, oh, uh-oh.
Because he did fall.
And then he just stays out there.
Yeah.
All right. But then there was no even the commentators were like, well, can he get back in the ring? Does that count? Does he have to get back out again? It's like, oh my God, are you trying to cover the rules now? Like, this is the stuff that needs to be like. I love a good graphic beforehand that just lays out the rules. I mean, even if there's going to be some effery in the match, you know a bit what your
No disqualification.
you know a bit what your effery is. I'm gonna all over that in a minute. The in a submission match. Just laying out the rules beforehand and make sure you have all of your weird spots covered in those rules.
Yeah.
I would just love that. That's just one little thing of
Hey,
I don't know. Have the agent talk to the graphics department a little
hey,
bit.
these things are going to happen
Hey.
in our match. You should probably let people know, kind of.
How can we get around these things and make them look like clever use of match mechanics rather than we have to fix the and that's what happens.
So again,
Can they do that? Can Jeff go back in? Well, sure, I guess. And then he's back in, and then they have to get back out again. I would understand that, but
and you know, we say all this. I enjoyed the match. It was fine.
I did too. Here's another thing. You like that smaller cage? That weird smaller cage?
Every once in a while.
It felt very kind of throwbacky and small at first,
Yeah.
but then it felt good.
Yeah.
I was ready to hate it as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh, I've gotten spoiled by Hell's in the Cell.
Yeah.
Hell in the Cells or Hell's in
We
the
don't
Cells?
have a lot of.
I don't know how to pluralize.
Just regular cage matches.
Yeah, you know what, and that made it fun, and I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So here's the positive to take away.
mm-hmm.
There still is a possibility of breakage
Yeah,
because this is how the match ends. Jeff, of course, has to do his spot. He has to dive in. He has to because he's Jeff.
I'm in the rafters, guys. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff. And he dives.
I'm Jeff, and I dive.
Uh,
I twist and stuff because that makes it hurt more.
and so, in order to win the match, Matt has to try to pull Jeff out of the ring.
Matt has to carry Jeff.
Literally and figuratively. Pulling him out. While on the other side, Cesaro and Sheamus are just climbing out.
Uh-huh. That's when Cesaro was like, get up here, you sack of meat.
Yeah.
Loved it.
And so, you have the photo finish where you can see on the other side Cesaro and Sheamus dropping down, and then Matt finally gets Jeff out. And
Oh, he stands up like, we won, right?
we won. What? We were first, right? And nah.
And new!
And so Cesaro and Sheamus win. They're the new tag champs. But the positive on this is the Broken Matt character is born from Spot Monkey Jeff, Brother Nero.
Because they ended up like kind of splitting up, and Matt was kind of a jerk about it.
Yeah.
Like, cool. I'm glad your glory hogness cost us everything. Appreciate it.
so-
And then Jeff breaks him.
Yeah. So now you have that story sitting in front of you.
But we've had that story sitting in front of us a couple times.
Yeah.
But that's you know what? I've loved that as a beautiful little swerve.
Yeah.
I hope they pull the trigger sooner rather than later. But if they don't yet, okay, cool.
They need to get the tag division like beefed up,
Dude,
like because there's nobody left,
come on, where's Slater and Rhino?
right? Oh, and they had a match last night.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't get an entrance.
God damn it.
They lost to Cesaro and Sheamus.
All right. Well, you know what? The new champs is asserting some dominance. I'm always making excuses. You give me a horrible situation, I will make an excuse for it. Don't, please. But you know, I gotta say, Cesaro, Samara.
The Hooligans?
I'm blacking out. Sorry.
Are you prone to blackouts?
Because this was they tried everything as the facey team and it didn't work, so they went heelish. And this is the end of that line. If it doesn't work now, then why did they do it? Why did they make that change?
Yeah.
So they had success off of the little heel turn, becoming the more vicious a-holes, and well deserved. I like it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah, I mean, even though they can't name these bastards, I like you keep trying to throw out hooligans. Have they put that one out there?
No.
It's not bad. I like
mean,
it.
That's the part that it looks like they're playing.
Uh-huh.
So.
But it's even though they can't name them, I like the titles being there. And more play with the Hardys. The Hardys aren't dominant just because they're legends.
Is Cesaro doomed to forever just be a tag team specialist?
Nah, man, Cesaro's
Not that
great.
that's necessarily a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. It's been fantastic for both him and Sheamus. These are two guys that needed a weird rehab, and they were able to find it in each other. Because they both of them needed two different things. Cesaro was like, it felt like he's got all the ability in the world, but it felt like they were crapping on him because they didn't feel he was connecting. I thought he was connecting great.
Yeah.
But it's just like because they didn't have faith in him, he gets in the, well, you're going to need some rehab. All right, whatever. Then you got Sheamus over here who's like, he's in that weird class of, like that early 2000s class.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing, that's where you get your Dolph Zigglers, your Jack Swaggers, and your
Kofi.
Sheamus. Kofi is reinvented and been weird, and now he juts his crotch at us, and it's the happiest thing.
Let's see, Punk.
First,
They were all in that same.
when
Ken Kennedy.
when the new day comes out, and Woods and Biggie hold up Kofi, and Kofi's just gyrating his crotch at the camera. I just want that TV PG to pop up in the corner and be like, "Really? All right, cool." He could hurt somebody with it. I don't know. It's beside the point. But yeah, the Sheamus is in that early 2000s class where it's like, oh, he's effing dudes. All right. Which is weird. I don't know why we have like a weird hatred for them. But those are the guys that were built as...
Not many left.
When was Ryback? When did Ryback come in? He was a little bit after
11,
that, though.
12?
But he felt like the very end of that because it was like he was built as a sports entertainer.
Yeah.
Here is... And somebody... I forget who said it. Oh God! It was one of the a notable wrestling figure said it. I feel bad that I don't know who it was, but it was like I feel bad for Ryback because he was built as everything that the WWE wanted, and then when he was ready, they decided that that's not what they wanted anymore.
Yeah, man.
And I feel like that's a lot of what happened with a lot of those guys from back then. It's like the business changed, and they looked at the indies and were like, "Oh yeah, we can do some of that. We'll let a little bit of that in there." Okay, we'll do some of that. Hey, you, big loafy dude, beat it. Aw, but you wanted a big loaf, dude. Aw,
Well, let's
please. I'll reinvent myself. Cool, we can say.
So Skip Sheffield NXT was like the Nexus angle was 2010.
Okay.
So he was still Skip Sheffield by then. So
God, terrible.
11 or 12 would have been right.
All right, so he's maybe a little later than that.
Yeah.
I just want to fit him in that mold. Shut up.
Well, I mean, I guess he would have been that very, very tail end because it was before NXT as we know it now.
Right. Right. Back when it was still a game show.
Yeah. So let's do this real quick because he does need a solo push.
Hmm?
Are you talking about Matt Hardy? Matt, I don't know your last name, but it's spelled like Reitz. Is it Reats as in R-E-A-T-S. Reats? Or is it
What are you
rights?
asking me? I don't know.
I'm asking him.
I don't know these things. I don't know anybody. I'm a recluse.
All right, let's do this real quick. Let's take literally a second break because we're coming into hour 2 here.
What? Oh my God, we were way into it.
Yeah.
Look at this. We're already longer than the actual show, man. Good, because next comes the Extreme Rules? Question mark episode. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. I'll get you a title screen. I'm going to take... You're not going to get Goatee.
What? No Goatee Sting?
I'm taking Goatee Sting down.
That's upsetting.
I'm putting up... I think that's more appropriate for what we're about to talk
Fine.
about. Okay.
Fine.
You need out for a sec, Just.
Huh?
Tell me when. You ready to hit?
Yes.
And hour 2.
I bleed all the time. I don't care.
Wait is over.
You think this is over? Or we're just getting started, baby? Because I stay hype.
It's time for hashtag WrestlePals Hour 2.
Drink it in, man.
Oh God, he's gonna do the fist pumping thing. I gotta get out of this way.
We back.
Very dangerous if he hits you with that. Yeah, he thought it was gonna be a long
on.
break. Nah. It always hurts.
I don't like doing it.
What I love is that you're
love
like, I got a fader. I'm not using it.
Yeah.
You make me do this, I do this.
Yeah.
Proud of that.
I'm just saying, like, if YouTube wants to, like, hit us, I'm going to make it uncomfortable.
Clank. Oh man. And then there's YouTube. And then there's YouTube.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we're not monetized, by the way, probably.
Maybe we'll get to that.
Oops. Quick hits. Well, we'll always have time.
All right. So
Justin.
we're down to the last 2 matches on the card. And if you want to chime in on the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, our phone line is open, 757-525-3276. I understand we've been mostly negative, and I apologize for that, but there's only so much you can do. Like, I try my damnedest to be positive. There's just not a lot of positive here. But we're getting to some of the positive. It's not here, though. Because up next is the Cruiserweight Championship match. Purple Ropes.
Purple Ropes, crowd goes to sleep. Which is a shame because this is hopefully they'll blow off to this feud.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Specifically with what happened after.
Yeah. So it's the WWE Cruiserweight Champion Neville, Evil on Titantron. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Aries. And what are the stipulations and rules, Justin?
It's a submission match.
Okay, so if they get counted out, that ends the match, right?
No, you have to
Okay.
win.
What if it's like a submission? If they get to the rope, they got to break that hold, right? Exactly.
No.
They shouldn't.
No.
But they did. They don't have no idea what the hell they're doing, dude. Like if it's a submission match, like you don't even need ropes at that point.
No.
You touch it, I'll give it. And also, yeah, they wouldn't take a submission on the outside,
Yeah.
dude.
Why?
Is he submitting? Then it's a submission. It seems fine, right? Nope.
It has to be with inside the ring.
Did anybody tell the refs?
No.
Okay, I guess. Those were the 3 incidents.
Why didn't they lay that out, though? Like, because during the last Chancery, outside the ring, like before the match, why not just lay out, hey.
Again, get your agents to talk to the graphics department. Put one little thing up in it, because this is, and that's one little thing that can make the matches bigger than they are.
Yeah. It's like a tail of the tape.
Exactly. Throw that in there too. Not for the cruiserweight so much. Only when they're giant dudes. And lie, make them bigger.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's 7'2".
Yeah.
Andre, 800 pounds.
He's 800 pounds and 7,000 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Literally. He headbutted a cloud once. Here's a list of things. There's things you shouldn't headbutt.
Mm-hmm.
Started collecting a list. Mm-hmm. I've only have one on the list so far. Spiderwebs. Should not headbutt a spiderweb.
I'm going to go with Andre the Giant. Don't headbutt
That's just
Andre
disrespectful.
The Giant. Exactly.
He's no longer with us. He's ex-giant.
Yeah.
Not that big anymore.
So you're saying I should headbutt him?
No. I mean, now you could.
Yeah. See.
But now it's not as effective.
Seems like we're saying the same thing.
Or respectful.
We're saying the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't headbutt under the giant.
Yeah, except I got to it through logic and reason, and you just got distracted. Which is fine. It's fine. So the rules for the submission match, as far as I knew, were make them submit.
Yeah.
It's like you
would think.
Like if
An
you had
I Quit match,
if you had an I quit match,
You can say I quit on the outside of the ring.
you can say I quit before you get to the ring.
You can say it anywhere
You
because
can
they
s-
carry the little microphone around.
You can be Batista and quit in a wheelchair. It's
Yeah.
fine. He lost an I quit match. He wasn't in. It's great. It's still my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing Batista ever did.
I quit.
Just him like stomping his feet in the wheelchair. Oh, I'm so mad.
That was the best Batista.
That was the best Batista,
That
and then
heel-
Batista went away. It was like, oh
And then he
man,
became Blue Batista.
I'm fine with this. Sorry, but yeah, like an I quit match, I would figure the closing sequence could take place anywhere at any time. There's no reason to break it up, and there's no reason to discount it
You're
for
wrong.
any reason.
You're wrong.
So there's no submissions on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Counting them out.
Yeah, apparently you can also be disqualified in a submissions match.
Yeah. So to like get to the rope, you get a 5 count to break it, or what?
You're disqualified, Nathan.
I would love to be disqualified in a submission match. I would wear that. I would wear that as a crowning achievement. He brought a handgun. You can't do that. Disqualify me. I won.
It's a submission match.
I lost. You submitted. No. If I did,
You're wrong.
no. Not me. Why am I doing this?
I don't know.
But yeah, that's what it was.
And it bums me out because this had show-stealing potential.
Yeah,
They
man.
have great chemistry. It was in a decent place in the card, I guess.
Well, I mean, it was the after first main come down before the second main,
Yeah.
so it's on the end of the card, but it's not the most prime placement. But for an undercard match, it is the prime placement for an undercard match, and that's what this was in this situation. It was a high profile for what would be relegated to an undercard, and great. Awesome spot for them. Good place to feature your cruiserweights. But this program, the casual viewer, how many cruiserweights do you think they can name? Neville? And
Aries.
the other guy he's fighting with the banana. Austin Aries.
Yeah.
That's it. And again, if you're going to keep the branding, you don't even know that Rich Swann or Noam Dar, which honestly most people are going to have trouble pronouncing, are even on in the cruiserweight bracket, man. So as far as they wonder why 205 Live is like struggling with ratings, well, placement's awful, and
Just take them off of Raw.
yeah, you're wasting those dudes there.
Just take them off of Raw.
Let them be their own thing, and they could be amazing.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you don't need them. You know, maybe the championship on like the big ones, the big 4, or something. But they're having championship matches regularly on 205 Live.
You know, and I'm still waiting. There have been many opportunities. They haven't. Well, I guess the NXT takeovers have kind of stepped up and become their own thing. But I've also wanted to see like the NXT title defended on one of the big cards.
Yeah.
But that's when they're having the biggest of the takeovers. So yeah, F that. We got our own show.
Yeah.
It's
The-
sold out.
The only time it happened, it was that Beast in the East in Japan when Finn Balor won the NXT Championship
Oh,
from Owens.
that was something special.
But that was like a house show that they televised, essentially.
And it's one of the most sought after awesome things. It's great.
Man, I wish they'd do more of those. But I mean, now there's no room for them because there's pay-per-views every 2 weeks.
I swear, man. So I don't know what they need to do because the pay per view is like their end point, their reset point, end of a chapter for them before they go on to the next one. And it's like they don't want any longer chapters. And SmackDown could do it just fine. SmackDown could go 8 weeks between pay per views, and it would be great.
Yeah.
Because you would have storylines within those times that would fill out the card, as well as building towards the main thing. And you would go into it, you'd be halfway to the pay-per-view, and you'd not know completely what's happening yet.
Yeah.
Raw, you don't get that. Raw, it's like, all right, night after pay-per-view, you already see which direction this is going. And women's on Raw last night, you already know what the next match is going to be, don't you? It's going to be Nia and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
You already know that
I mean,
now.
it already happened, but yeah.
The program, I mean.
Yeah.
So and that's what that's gonna be, and that's don't give it away so fast. Like, hold your card just a second and give it to me. Why to say it like that?
Or just, give me a match a week. I feel like that's what SmackDown does.
Yeah,
And they focus on that match, like how they're getting to that match every week.
and it could be anywhere on the card too.
Yeah.
And as a result, the entire thing, they've built a foundation, and as a result, they have a strong building.
Yeah.
And Raw keeps trying to build steeples. I've already used this analogy. And you gotta,
You wanna use it again?
you've got 8 steeples sitting there. And it's like they're on the ground though. That's not cool. This is the
That's
that
the
thing.
steeple.
That's the steeple.
That's Raw.
Flip it around.
Is this SmackDown?
Nobody's watching.
Oh.
Elias Sampson. We're childish and we're stupid. Elias Sampson, best build on Raw.
Other than Goldust, maybe.
And again, doing it. Well, okay, Sampson is doing it on his own. Goldust is doing that shit on his own.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can tell he's passionate about it, and it's that weird thing. It's like 70s and 80s wrestlers were kind of like gunslingers and out for themselves, and as a result, certain people got more attention than maybe they deserved, but they went out and took it. So what can you say?
Yeah.
It seems like there's a whole locker room of very respectful, very nice gentlemen now, and they kind of do what they're told to an extent. But every once in a while, you get those guys that'll say, "Nah, man, I'm doing me," and that's when it becomes great.
You know what's funny?
They foster that atmosphere where it's like, be nice, be cool, get along, go along, listen, learn, but then know when to call your shot and be your own dude.
Number one, like that's what I've been saying. Like Barrett specifically. Like he never went out and grabbed it. He never went out and grabbed the ball. Like he had plenty of chances.
Yeah.
But like he never.
They
he never
gave
took
him
that-
stuff too.
Yeah.
Man.
He never took that next step. That's the difference between Raw and SmackDown. Raw still feels like that old WWE. We're being told what to do. We're put on a script.
Right.
SmackDown feels like I'm just this is what we're doing.
Here's your bullet points. That's where you need me to get to. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to get you there.
Yeah.
And you're going to like it. And it's going to be organic and it's going to be natural.
So it's
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
I mean, Jeff's organic as hell.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Jesus.
I don't know what this means. Austin Aries after losing the match, which by the way he did.
That's fine, though, because, it was like Red Arrow into Rings of Saturn.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Body into a body or into a body and back submission kind of thing. I like it. I'm fine with this.
Again, the match was fine. Other than the weird rules, the match was fine.
It was a fantastic send-off, and I hope this is the send-off.
Yeah.
But,
Because Aries rolls out of the ring, and they pan to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he's making this weird smile,
A little Cheshire grin.
And-
Cheshire Aries.
I don't know what's going on there.
Dude.
Because it said he tweets out immediately after, I got to think about my career, and blah, blah, blah.
Ooh.
Does this mean stepping back? Does this mean getting out of the cruiserweights? Does this
Maybe.
mean turning
Oh, you know what?
full-on heel?
That wouldn't be a bad spot for him to go, you know what? I got to go do something else.
Yeah.
Not like do something else, but like, I'm going to go over to the main roster now. Look at me.
I'm over here
doing
now.
things.
But how do they do that? How do they get out of the cruiserweights? Because then it makes it feel like
You don't.
promotion relegation.
As
does
long
he
as
just
they make it a
start-
side grade.
Does he just kind of start wrestling other people on the roster?
Maybe. I don't know. It could just be him just making that the write-off, Him perpetuating the character in that love. He's not even mad. It's just frustrated at this point. And
Interesting.
done with it.
Interesting point here from Everett. Road Dogg is running the creative on SmackDown Live. Vince doesn't go to SmackDown. That is why it is much better.
Word. And also, all hail Ryan Ward.
All hell. All hell.
He great. I got to get a picture of him.
So-
Actually, you know what? I don't want to picture him. Because I got a feeling I'd be disappointed no matter what it was.
He'd look like us.
Nah. He's way cooler. We're stupid. Spooky finger? Why?
So let's
Don't
get.
spooky finger Ryan Ward.
I'm not.
The man's full of magic right now. Don't take it
Great.
away from him.
So, okay, the one good thing they did on the night, the one solid thing that made me watch Raw,
Ah.
not even this match, the main event, the Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules, it was a good match. It was exciting. I enjoyed it. Samoa Joe won.
Dude.
The right guy won.
they SmackDowned you. Because
Well-
look at the builds going into it, where Joe, who, whatever, and oh yeah, Balor, we gotta watch out for him. Oh, there's a big dog over there.
It's his
Ooh,
yard.
Easy now. Bray, spooky kind of, probably still. Please forget that he's lost everything. And Seth, he's
Kingslayer.
Seth. He's got branding him, and it's not sticking. Why? I don't know. I want him to just get a new shirt that just has his knee on the shirt. And you know what? That should be cool. Kingslayer. That's cool. I get it. Everybody's getting that sub branding now. Everyone has sub branding.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody now. I can't name a single person on the roster, let alone their sub branding.
Dean Ambrose.
Oh wait, no, the Swedish,
Swedish Cyborg.
it's not Swedish. The
Swiss.
Swiss cyborg. Swedish. Victor Borga, everybody. Victor Borga's back. Why is he playing the piano? It's weird. Where's Glacier? Sorry. But yeah, that's sub-branding. It's like, oh, are you trying to like go to Phrase and build a shirt? Okay, cool. But everybody had the attention except Joe.
I don't know. Like looking at it on paper without having seen any Raw, to me there was only two people that made sense to win:
Okay.
Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe.
And they're not going to pull the Roman yet.
Well, yeah,
You're going to let it sit for a
which
little
is
bit.
good
Yeah.
because if Roman wins there, that's not.
I want to see Roman do some other things.
That's awful.
I mean, even if it's, oh God, here's Roman again. He's gonna win some. Let him go win some somewhere. Let him do some stuff. Let him roll through some people. I'm fine with that. It doesn't need to be a big program though. I don't want to see him in a program with Balor and then just roll Balor.
Okay.
I don't want to see him in another. Well, you know what?
Talk about Raw.
I love the program with Bray back in the day.
Oh,
that was
yeah,
a
me
fun.
too.
I felt that really helped make Roman.
They had an outstanding match on Raw last night. Roman and Bray.
Roman and Bray.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the open to the show.
So is it now? I'm gonna guess Raw booking. You've got Joe, and then you got the other four, and they pair off in matches. So if you've got Bray and Roman, that leaves Balor and Rollins.
Joe and Rollins.
Joe and Rollins. Okay.
And Balor. Where the hell was Balor? I don't remember even seeing Balor.
Well, that stinks. Well, Balor ended up being the one taking the loss last night.
Here,
You keep him off. That's fine.
here's what upsets me about
Silver lining. Silver lining.
Roman
silver
and
lining.
Bray.
What's up?
Bray comes out and cuts a promo, as he does. Exciting, puts him back on the uptick. He has this magic ability of erasing losses. Like, he didn't take the loss, but he lost.
Right.
Great promo about, man, I'm taking everybody down. I'm taking everybody in that match that is responsible for me losing. I'm taking down Balor. I'm taking down Joe. I'm going to take down Rollins. And I'm even going to take down, last but not least, Roman Reigns. And then right on cue, Roman's music hits. Bray holds the mic. And like he's just leaning up against the ropes. And then as soon as Roman gets in the ring, he goes, right on cue. And I'm like, oh, nice.
Look at this.
And then so like they're going to have a match. They have this great match. I enjoyed it.
There we go.
Roman wins.
God damn it.
So Bray is right back to where he started before SmackDown. Like he's nobody.
He's the like level 3 evil boss.
He literally 15 minutes prior said, I'm going to take everybody out who made me, and then his first chance he has, he loses.
He's doing main event promos, and they're booking him mid card. Not even.
Why did he lose to Roman here? Why?
If he could have just outsmarted Roman, or even, you know what? Fantastic place for one of these.
I was going to say 15 minutes and then take a walk. You know what? Forget it.
I'm in your head. Are you mad? Cool. Walk. Nope. Clean loss.
Clean loss.
Clean.
Like, I mean, I feel like it took like a spear and like 3 Superman punches, but it was
God.
clean. It was definitely clean.
Okay.
What are we doing here? Well, why are we doing this? Again, LOL Roman
Yeah.
wins. I get it, but like,
I like him.
I do too. And again, this was a great match.
Let me like him. Let me like him.
You
just
keep
let me.
putting him in these situations where I can't like him.
Yeah.
So like, either start giving me reasons to boo him by design, which if you ask me, this was a reason to boo by design.
Mm-hmm.
But Bray's the one I'm supposed to be booing.
There we go.
So like, this is a no-win situation. Why did we do this?
I don't know.
Even worse, I told you Joe and Rollins
No.
is the main event of the.
That was the
night.
main event, so we didn't even use this as a main event.
No.
That could be a main event match. That could be a great. And we're going to draw this out a little bit. We're going to let the chips have yet to fall, and you don't need to burn everybody yet. And that burns Bray. Cool. So Bray's got no direction now, unless he wants vengeance on Roman, and that he's not going to get.
No, he's got direction because he interrupted the main event,
Okay.
and Rollins he was distracted and loses to Joe They do the spooky Bray, yeah, the Bray thing, and
Maggots.
Bray doesn't show up, but it goes, and then you see Seth going, "Ooh."
I'm just. Oh, my only weakness! Entrance music! Christ Almighty! Okay, there's your video content. We get scared by entrance music. Oh no! He's coming! This is the dumb old breaking glass. Shit! No! Get down! Get down! Get down!
What? Is that a chainsaw?
We're just terrified by entrance music. Oh! Oh God! I hope he's finished with me yet.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh God! It's a wolf pack.
Why? Well, it'll take him a while. Oh man, I don't know how to clean spray paint off my back.
Dude.
Okay.
Okay, so if Bray beats Roman,
Right.
this makes more sense because now he's coming after Seth.
That would be the equivalent of, I don't know, Dolph Ziggler beating AJ Styles.
Imagine that.
Making everybody look really strong without killing AJ and building up what we thought was unrehabilitable
Interesting.
Ziggler.
I haven't delved into Twitter, but Leslie says everyone hated that Joe won. You give them something new, they get pissed. You give them something old, they get pissed.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I love that Joe won.
Yeah.
Especially when you take into account, again, the reason I watched delivered.
Now,
And we'll get there.
I usually like to try to put a silver lining on things.
Uh-huh.
Do you want me to give you my my not so silver lining? What would be a bad thing to line something with?
Wow.
Poop line? My poop lining.
Yes.
I'm worried that this is going to end up being a one-off. I'm worried that this is thought and planned when it's originally going to be a one-off thing. This feels like it was going to be that spot where they were going to push Braun into Brock to make Brock the unstoppable monster who put down the Man Mountain, whatever his second branding was. Monster Among Men.
Monster Among Men.
Yeah, okay. That's his second branding. So, just over there, he's got his arm up, and it's in a weird sling.
Hey, Braun.
It's wrapped in a tarp. I don't know
How
why.
you doing? Didn't see you over there.
He's not waving. His arm is injured, and it's up.
I'm
He's going to be
waving it.
pissed.
Yeah.
I don't think he's done with you yet. Or finished.
I'm not done with you.
Who would be worse for your car, Braun or Brock? Because Brock will rip a door off and throw it at like a weird Englishman.
Yeah.
But Braun will just tackle that shit to the ground.
Yeah. And then flip it over.
Mhm.
'Cause he did that.
Brock will use an axe. Mark Henry will just tow it around for a while.
Yeah.
Who's bad for your car? Vince McMahon. It's the worst for your car.
Yeah.
It blows up. And then he's back. Man's
Or-
impervious.
Or Austin. He's going to put some cement in there.
It's probably going to happen. When the window cracked out of that, it made me happy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's... I don't know if that was
Nice
planned.
touch.
It's a very nice touch. But... Very good. Poop lining. I feel like they're like, okay, well, who can we put up there for Brock to kind of run over? I get, because this is, as far as the vast majority of internet stuff, this is one of those dream matches.
Yeah.
Who the hell thought we'd see Joe versus Brock? Oh my God, Joe can go. This is
Yeah.
good. And Brock is Brock's the attraction.
Yeah.
This feels like something I want to see the attraction for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care to see Brock versus most people. Brock, Joe, I want to see this. And the people that have loved Joe forever, who loved him in NXT, who loved him in ROH, who loved him in TNA, oh my God, this is the unstoppable monster. And they're giving him a shot. They're not just putting him in the middle of this Raw card. He's going at Brock. And I get worried that behind the curtain is, who can fill in for Braun to take an ass whipping? Before Reigns gets him at SummerSlam. Anyone? Joe. And Joe's like, fuck.
Now,
Hi.
I definitely understand,
That's my poop lining. No, I'm more positive than that, though.
but I don't know if Raw was magic.
I know.
Joe's segment was magic.
Because
You can't teach that. Like you can't. Like you can't.
he's not that tall.
You can't force that. You can't. Like that happens on its own. Like that's au natural. Like that.
He has that crazy charisma.
Yeah.
And we saw that. They were like, hey, we got this ball here. You want to take it, Joe? You want to take this? And Joe's like, give me. Mine! Mine ball! What? What did you say? He's not conjugating correctly. He's not going to give it back. He's like, oh, cool, I got this. Well, guess what? I got this. Now, this gets me to a weird little conversation of, is Joe the biggest star from NXT we've gotten so far?
I think so.
Because, I mean, you look back at it, Sammy is mid to upper card over on SmackDown now. You got Neville, who's, cruiserweight champ.
Right.
You've got Bo, who went, Big E is, chilling over in the New Day. You've got Owens, goddamn face of America.
Right.
It's not bad. It's good placement.
Yeah.
You've got Balor, who came up and got unfortunate injury.
Yeah.
And he's still character-wise recovering from that. You've got Rollins, and you got the Shieldy dudes kind of came up, but they were, that FCW to NXT transition.
Right.
But then you got Joe.
And
And you got Nakamura.
hasn't
Nakamura's
been
doing
that
his
long enough
thing a little bit. You got Joe. Here he is. They give him a microphone.
treated right since day one. Really,
Yeah.
other than the loss to Seth, which was weird. But fine, I guess. It definitely didn't take the wind out of his sails.
Definitely no, because Joe knows how to look strong in taking a loss, and Seth's not going to bury him in the match.
Yeah.
He looked good no matter what.
So like it started after the win.
Uh-huh.
Joe goes on Raw Talk.
Yeah. Oh my God, I watched that too.
I like
I'm-
Corey
I'm-
Graves on Raw Talk. It's better than Book or King.
Yeah.
Corey
Corey Graves is a workable personality. He knows what his personality is.
Yeah.
And he fits it to whatever situation he's in. It's fantastic. Instead of I'm Booker, book, look at Jack. Okay, cool, man.
But Raw Talk still is lacking that thing. But Joe on Raw Talk this week comes in and he's just like,
Made my mouth water.
I am not scared of Brock Lesnar. I'm coming for him, and screw you. Like, I can't wait.
It was like something like I'm actually happy.
Yeah,
Look at me. I'm not afraid. I'm happy.
I love it.
Oh,
It's great.
it's because again, that's what I just mentioned with Graves. That's being confident in your character and understanding how your character would be in that situation.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for someone to tell you how to react and how to be.
And then, so follow that up with the next night on Raw. Again, Joe winning is the sole reason I watched Raw.
Absolutely.
To see the follow-up.
I have to see what happens next.
And I wasn't disappointed. He cuts an incredible promo on Lesnar. Paul Heyman comes out. He's Platinum Paul.
The beauty, Joe didn't even need it, but it made it that much better.
Oh yeah,
Because he mentions that he gives the in for Paul to come in.
He's like,
because I want what Brock Lesnar has. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want Paul Heyman.
yeah.
I want him to
Advocate
negotiate
for me.
my contracts. I want him to be my advocate.
Yeah.
I want him to run my errands. It's like
Yeah.
Paul's great. Paul ain't shit to me though.
Yeah, beautiful. I
Well
also
done.
love this thing that Paul's been doing. He's probably been doing it all along, but I've noticed it just the last couple times.
Uh-huh.
Like he cuts the amazing promo all the way to the ring. He gets up to the top step and he goes, "May I? I'm just an advocate. May I?"
It's beautiful.
And then he gets in. God, I love it. It's
It's a weird respect for the domain.
and like to see where it goes next just makes that little touch all the more better. Because again, I'm just an advocate. I'm just an advocate. Gets in Joe's face. Brock is going to be your worst case scenario because you're his worst case scenario because you don't give a damn. Blah blah blah. Just going on and on.
Yeah.
And
You're already sold on Joe. You already know Brock's a known entity, and here you're getting more hype and fire on it.
And then let's take it to that next level. This is where the magic begins. Joe smacks the mic out of Paul's hands, drops his, corners him. Loud enough for the camera mics to hear.
Yeah.
I'm about to put my arm around your throat. It is going to hurt. You're going to lose your breath. And just explaining exactly what he's going to do. Deliver this message to Lesnar like only you can.
Mm-hmm.
And then takes him and puts him in the coquina clutch. Oh, God. Beautiful. The magic.
God.
I cannot wait.
God bless Paul Heyman for saying,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, I got this."
Well, because he knows that it's money.
He ain't having to go through a table. He ain't getting lifted up. He ain't getting dropped down. It's just gonna make him turn red a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
So good.
It's something
magic.
It's something that you could do without killing somebody. It's nice.
It's magic. There's
And-
no dives. There's no chairs. There's no kendo sticks.
He's just a monster in and of himself.
And
the right hand of destruction, whatever his branding is.
I loved it, and it has me. I mean, I was already sold just from Joe winning.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Because we know that history.
Now I'm excited for it.
But people that are casual, they have a whole new history put in front of them right there.
And they have a reason to continue booing Joe
Mm-hmm.
and a reason to cheer Brock.
Weird.
Clear and defined.
Either way, you want to see these two giant slabs of meat fly at each other.
Yeah.
It's going to be ugly.
So, I mean, it already had that dream match quality to it, but
Yeah.
now it has magic to it.
It has its own story with it.
And
Uh,
finally, I give a crap about the Universal Championship. Finally.
Joe could carry that thing forever.
Finally.
So good.
Now, you know, Goldberg and Lesnar, the match at Mania was great. It was better than it had any
better
business
than it,
being.
yeah.
And, you know, it was some excitement for the championship, but it didn't need the championship. It was just an end to a
It was a dream match.
Yeah.
It didn't need accoutrement.
And this is the first time since Balor and Rollins squared off for the Universal Championship that I've cared about a Universal Championship match.
Yeah.
And not only do I care about it, I am fired the F up for it.
Great Balls are fired up for it.
They're trying, aren't they?
Somebody,
Hey, it's summer.
they had that little promo thingy where they used the music. It was like, okay.
It's summer.
Somebody's going to say goodness gracious at some point.
As long as it's not Roman.
Goodness gracious,
Suffering
succotash. But, oh, God. And there was something that happened, like, after he'd let Paul up, where the crowd's going, we want Brock, we want Brock, we want Brock. Aware of the situation, taking what the crowd's doing and using it to his own advantage, Joe says, so do I.
Picks up the mic. So do I. Drops it. Gets out. Apt on your part. Joe picked up the ball. I don't think
They didn't expect it to be that good.
they did.
They had no idea what they got.
And it was, again, magic, something you can't teach. And now you have that in between for Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
Lesnar can lose to Joe. You can do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think, maybe Bray, if you do it with Roman, it's not going to work, but it's believable
Right.
because it's Roman. I'll take Balor versus Lesnar, but technically that's not believable.
Right.
Rollins and Lesnar, we saw it before. It wasn't that great.
Joe's
a different animal.
Took the credibility that he so richly deserves in one segment.
Yeah.
And he's not just an afterthought. He's not a lackey for the authority. He's his own man with his own motivations. And he knows what he wants, and he knows how to express that very well.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that maybe the rest of the show follows suit. I'm not holding up hope for that, but if nothing else,
We got a little bit
I have
of time
segment I
before it
can
goes.
watch. 5 weeks before Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah. Do we have any other betwixt now and then? Between?
Yeah, we got
What's,
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Which we're built up crazy for, man. I could pull off the Extreme Rules now. But I guess we're talking
You
more.
want to talk about Money in the Bank real quick? Like just some of the
Absolutely. I don't have a
SmackDown
thingy pulled up, but
tonight on SmackDown. Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
just don't let Shinsuke have a mic. You know what? Let him have a mic. I love it. Ooh.
don't mind it.
I think just one day he's gonna just speak perfect English. Like, yeah, I'm from Japan. Fucking deal with it, yo.
The New Day returned last week.
Yeah, and that was the, hey, let's aim Kofi's penis at everybody. And he's just kicking his feet. Whee! Still not as creepy as Rich Swann Celebration. I'm not going to do it. You've had enough. He's doing the knees. That means I got to do the rest. Rich Swann Celebration. I got to get a gif of that. Have that as your background. That'll be a fun 2-hour show, won't it? Because you'll know it's behind us like, ah!
You know what else happened last week?
What's up?
They attempted to have a number one contender match, 5-way, for the women's championship.
Oh my God, what a great little build for that!
Yeah.
How much do you care about that entire division right now? It's like, oh, this mess is out of control. Look at this.
And Tamina actually looks strong. Ta-mi-na.
Awful. Did you see her Titantron too?
Ta-mi.
Well, it's a big T and a big M and a big N with little things in between. As if it's spelling it out. And it's some weird, I don't know, here's a flower. Because she's not even from, she's not from Fiji. She's not from Tonga. Damn sure ain't from Samoa. She's from the Pacific Islands.
Ta-mi-na.
God damn it, they got names. Like, she's probably from one, maybe. From the Maldives. She's not from the Maldives. Maldives are, never mind. But, are you looking up where Tamina's from?
No.
Are you pulling your notes? Pulling your notes. All right, sorry. But, yeah, the build, that was awesome. That's a segment that builds into what you're building to. That isn't just they could have had a one-on-one and a one-on-one, and then or a three-way and a one-on-one, you know. But instead of having that, instead of having a weird thing building towards a number one contender thing, they're aware of what their next show is going to be. It's going to be a Money in the Bank thing.
Yeah.
They're building towards a women's Money in the Bank.
Beautiful.
What the?
It's
never been done before.
It's never been done.
Because we see that, and it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. If it was booked weirdly and it got to it inorganically, you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Do that on the Money in the Bank thing. So we're branding this as a Money in the Bank thing. Instead, it got to it organically, and we were like, instead of, oh, it's never been done before.
Yeah.
Our response is, oh, that's never been done before.
Yeah.
Made me care. Made me care in a throwaway segment, building to what's going to happen. Now you can do your singles matches, and they mean something.
And
assert my dominance.
And now you're going to have a woman with a briefcase running around that can cash in at any point.
Say anything sexier than a briefcase.
You can have.
Yes.
You can have. I mean, it automatically puts somebody in title contention that Tamina could win that thing. And Tamina could be a briefcase away.
She could get some new gear.
Yeah, please do that.
Okay.
I feel the same way about Nia still. Let's see.
Well, I feel like they're doing it with Nia on purpose.
Yeah.
They're making her far more hideous than she is because they're building her as a monster. Okay, fine. Tamina, it's just like, that's just ill-fitting. Please, no. Put some color on that. She's from the Pacific Islands, for Christ's sake. How about a chrysanthemum? Just paint it on the back or something. What you don't know is underneath that, just sleeve of tattoos. Apparently, they all get sleeves with tattoos.
Did you see the new Fashion Files? The Noir?
I did. I did, Justin. I did.
Beautiful. I'm so glad that they're not going away.
They will never go away.
I was so scared that...
I'm excited for Raw and Order. Dun dun.
I was so scared that with the loss...
It was going to be a one-off, right?
That they were just going to be done. But no, I should trust SmackDown.
But SmackDown is smart enough to realize what's hitting and give you a little bit more of that.
And plus you need the division needs teams.
I feel like the writers were like, oh, no, we like this.
Yeah.
No, we're going to keep writing for it. You should probably keep filming it because we're going to keep writing for it. Wait, you can hear me? Wait, you can hear me? Anyway, their timing is fantastic, and it's a wonderful job highlighting these friggin' dopes. It's beautiful. And it's just fun to say, Justin.
Yeah.
No, Breeze, dirtbag.
Beautiful.
Ow.
We both hit our mics.
It's fine. We meant to. Just roll with it. I broke my stand. Cool. But yeah, man. SmackDown is a fun show because it's better storytelling. Mm-hmm. And you know what? The wrestling is damn good too. It's so weird though. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like they could take the absolute most garbage wrestlers and put them on SmackDown. I almost would love to see this as an experiment. Take whoever's the just absolute worst in ring, just no possibility for flexibility or ability to work with others outside of a specific style. Put them over on SmackDown and see what they can do with them. And put everybody that's an amazing wrestler over on Raw, and because it's weird. Because this is how it was built. This is how it was built when we were first talking about the brand split. Mm-hmm. Raw is going to be the story show, the big flagship where we bring out the big sweaty men. Here they all are. They're all 7 feet tall, so we don't really know how tall any of them are. And then and Enzo, and then we have SmackDown, who's going to be the wrestling show.
Yeah.
SmackDown's doing the better story.
Yeah.
How is the wrestling show doing the better story? How is the story show doing none of that? And Joe's giving us the best story, and that's our highlight for the week.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Randy Orton's promo this week on SmackDown was excellent. Like, he didn't do the Randy Orton thing that he normally does.
I like that when it's heel or Andy. But this is supposed to be kind of face.
He just came out and he was talking from the heart. He's like, look, man, I'm like third generation. I'm going to whoop your ass.
For America.
For America.
Hey, man, don't bring me into this.
But still, you know what I mean? Like, the fact that he was loose and it was like off the cuff, it wasn't a typical Randy Orton thing.
It was that difference between his match styles too.
Yeah.
When he's working with somebody that's high end and he wants to work with and wants to play with, god damn, you get a great match. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it's like you can almost feel that like, well, I'm not going to get much out of them, so I ain't giving them much. So here we go, slow plotting and not that like nice fun change of that methodical pace where I set the slower pace and take advantage and strike when I want. But it's like let's go through some motions. All right, and I win. Cool. Mm. His promos have been stuck on that for so long that we haven't been able to be like. It's like somebody in the back said, "Hey, Randy, go out there and love America, and tell us about your favorite thing." Me? Yeah, do it. I like me. I like me.
Don't say it like that, though. Say it like a normal
Just
person.
talk like a normal person, Randy.
But
I don't.
I can't.
But yeah, hey, you know what? It looks like he's having fun, and when Randy's having fun, I can watch that.
And now,
so glad he's on SmackDown.
yeah,
because he'd be a top contender over on Raw, and I wouldn't give a damn. He'd be beating Joe.
I need Mahal.
Yeah, you're
to
right.
Have
You
a
do.
great match at Money in the Bank. He has to prove that he deserves this.
How much effery are you willing to tolerate? Sting's going to be involved.
I don't have a problem with effery,
Okay.
as long as there's a good match delivered. I have no problems with how he wins, if he's going to win. I have no problems.
Yeah.
He can win any way necessary.
Drop an elephant on him.
I just need a good match. Like, I need him to show that he can wrestle and that he has improved. I have no problems with them taking the shot on him, because you have to sometimes. You just have to take that chance. But now it's time for him to deliver. Mm-hmm. And the ball is in his court, and he has to slam it home. He has to be the one to
So far, I've loved it.
Yeah, you know.
But we haven't had that in-ring performance yet.
Right. And that's what I'm worried about. And, you know, that's the one thing, like, a lot of people, like Jarrett specifically, you know, that's their gripe is, like, he's not a good wrestler. He's not a good wrestler.
I'm glad they at least named his finish. Thank you.
Yeah. But it's time to deliver. Like, you don't have a lot of time to sit on this, Jinder. You have to deliver now. So we'll see.
Ginger and Deliver are so close, and they should rhyme, but they don't, so we can't make anything cute with it. And that makes me sad.
How about Dolph getting the big win over AJ?
That was a wonderful thing, man. Like I said,
He's the favorite going in.
Dolph
That's beautiful.
had got to a point where I'd written him off as unrehabilitable.
Yeah.
Like, man, ain't nobody going to make me care about him again because he yelled at Justin in a Hooters parking lot 100 years ago. Mm-hmm. He did.
It's 2015.
And not that long ago.
September. Of
Not long
2015.
enough for us to forgive,
Yep.
or for us to let Justin forget. That's
Yeah.
right. Yes, we do know who you are. You're wearing the shirt. But
And the hoodie.
from a point, God damn, he was. From a point where it's like, I don't want to see him. I don't care what he's doing. Why is he in main events? Why is he involved in this? To he's a legitimate threat, guys.
Yep.
Thank you, SmackDown.
Yeah. Well, and they've done that twice since the brand split because we felt that way going into the brand split. And then he wrestled Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. And we're like, oh my God, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
And then, shortly after that, it's like, oh, okay. And then he starts losing. And then they started building off of that. And now here he is again.
Well, this is the Money in the Bank. This is a different animal altogether. We ain't going for pinfalls. We ain't going for cute little wrestling, catch-can chain wrestling here. We got to climb a ladder, be vicious with the tools and the toys we got, climb up, win. And you know who's done that? Dolph Ziggler.
He's the only one in the match who has won. Actually, is he the only one who's competed in a Money in the Bank match?
Hey, let's not point that out, okay? It's all about branding.
I think they have. Pointed that out. This is
Awesome.
awesome that he is going in as the favorite because it's a great story. Because now if he loses, he can lose his mind. And, he has somewhere to go after. If he wins, it's credible. Like, I believe I could see him with the briefcase again. That's a win-win situation for
It doesn't
Dolph
hurt.
Ziggler.
Everybody in that match is going to get a turn at the spotlight here.
Right.
So it's not like that's a write-off, but it's your tool to get somebody back. I like to see him win it and just go away. It's like, where the hell has Dolph Ziggler been? Nowhere.
Just waiting, plotting.
Mm-hmm. And then 11 months later,
That'd be awesome.
it'd be great. Night after, or the Tuesday after Mania,
Yeah.
comes in. This is mine now.
Thank you.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Rusev.
God, I'm so excited. Rusev is coming back.
Yes. Another note. Aiden English had a confrontation with Luke Harper backstage. Did
Yeah,
you see
the-
that video?
Yes, it did. Again, those are those little things that is like, man, I wish they had time to put this stuff on the show, and if they did, SmackDown would. And they're taking advantage of what they do have, which
Yeah.
is those online exclusive things.
You know what else I love?
Luke Harper's a smart man,
Well, that too.
and he's just having a conversation like, oh, that was weird.
That was really weird. What's
Shakespeare?
Going on
That was
here?
Shakespeare. He's quoting Shakespeare. Like, I don't know who the hell Shakespeare is.
Yeah.
I'm Luke goddamn Harper. Hi, what's up? Sweet
So-
beard. I know.
Aiden English, it may have been today, posted. Yeah, it was today. It's Tuesday. Nobody gives a crap what that means.
Oh, damn it! Yes! Yes! High five to the crowd. Yeah! Woo! You paid $5 for that seat. You're smacking him. Don't smack the crowd.
Oh, we're smacking fives.
High fives. High fives. Oh, it's wrong. Oh, I'm pointing at the wrong crowd. I'm pointing over here to the cheap seats. I'll get you a better one.
All right.
Oh, dear Lord.
That's the same one.
I know, but I'm trying to put the thingy up on it. Nope, not that one.
What thing?
Not that. Oh, that's us. Can't turn that down.
What are you doing? Oh,
You ready?
yep.
Crowd's hyped. Jeff. That's not up. Don't worry. That's ready to go. We're not using that
Switch that
camera.
for a second.
You want to switch that? We're tying on a table, and he's Jeff, and I'm not Jeff. Kit Kat clock. And that's what time it is. Who gives it? Nope. Back to the crowd. Crowd's pretty hyped for this,
They're going
Justin.
nuts. They're going nuts.
Oh, they're very excited. I can't leave that up there, or I will seize up on us.
All right, we're gonna blast through some more notes real quick. NXT notes. Ciampa out on crutches. Looks like
Evil son bitch. Love him.
looks like he's gonna be out for a while. But he definitely runs down the crowd and Gargano. Like in the meantime.
Yeah, you're not gonna forget me.
Yeah.
You can replace me, but I'll be back to break everyone who puts you in the
Well,
way.
that's the thing is, he said you can't replace me because
right.
that photo of only Lorcan in the DIY shirt. He's like, you can't replace me. I'm Tommaso Ciampa. I cannot be replaced.
I'm my own man. That was my moment. Well done.
He was outstanding. Dunn versus Birch.
Oh God, that was good. I loved
yeah.
Birch in that. He just looks like like 185 pounds of beef jerky.
I have one negative note on Pete Dunne because I love the guy. Run down the people that are cheering you.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Just run them down.
Oh, man, because he's also the Progress champion over in UK.
Yeah.
He had a thing where, because he's heelish over there, but he has the NXT, the UK, WWE UK title in his teeth, puts the Progress one down on the ground, steps on it, is brandishing the UK title.
Nice.
F your Progress title. Oh, I'm in Progress? I don't give a goddamn, whatever. Pete Dunne. I got a broken tooth.
Be a bad guy. That's all. Velveteen Dream. I mean, I'm still not like completely sold. I get it, but
You're
like,
ready to give it a chance.
oh yeah, like I'm seeing the development. I still want to see.
Saw that little promo with him afterwards where he's
Yeah.
like, no, this is all wrong.
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
Fix it, maybe.
Yeah. And maybe next time.
And just
I like it. I like it. There's something to build from there.
be weird. I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
Quick hits. Like, the crowd is so hyped for quick hits.
Yeah. Yeah. Almost versus some tall guy.
Tall guy wins.
They never. Yeah.
Tall guy wins.
And
But
almost doesn't care. Like he cares for like half a
oh,
second.
God damn it. I'm awesome.
Tranquilo.
Tranquilo.
All right, and then that's all my notes from NXT. And then this is all Extreme Rules notes.
Oh, didn't they have a little bit where it was like the iconic duo?
Yes.
We're like talking down Ember Moon, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh yeah, hey,
right
can you
here, yeah,
can you
like-
sign off this that I'm cleared to compete?" Sweet, and then they're like, "Oh, bye." Like that.
Turn that thing off.
It's a fun little. Not hype for the crowd. The crowd loves Ember Moon.
That, I mean, that's what they said. That's what the iconic duo is.
Okay,
All right.
not you guys. You
Now
guys are great.
You're fine.
You're a little weird. You probably smell bad. You're making it uncomfortable for other people. But I'm only projecting because I smell weird. It's my shoes. They're wet.
All right.
I stepped in a puddle.
We need to start wrapping this puppy up. What was the other note? What culture?
Ah, dude. Yeah.
Do
Okay.
we have enough time to
It's
run that down real quick?
well, it's a little quick hit on that. If you get a chance, if you like What Culture, if you're online and you're watching wrestling at all, especially on YouTube, What Culture Wrestling is an amazing source for info and recaps and all kinds of stuff. And with YouTube being plenty of effery about their algorithm, as far as making it damn near impossible to monetize things.
Yeah.
They've taken a huge hit because that was the vast majority of their income. And YouTube has also decided that wrestling is non-advertiser friendly.
Yeah.
And that's like immediately excludes you from, this is why you won't see a Chrysler ad before us, because we're not advertiser friendly. Why? Because we talk about wrestling. Apparently wrestling is worse than torture videos or ASMR. So we are not advertiser friendly because we talk about wrestling, and they've taken a huge hit for it, and they've even had they've had to cancel because they built a wrestling promotion from their YouTube profits, and as a result of this stuff, they've had to cancel their tapings, and they put on an iPay-per-view, and they're trying to build their site behind a paywall, and they're having to completely restructure as a result of it. We're losing an amazing wrestling company that's sprung out of people that are passionate about wrestling. And will we be able to throw that link up somewhere about the Adam Blampier, the Fight Back promo?
Right.
Where he's in the ring, he's talking about the whole, hey man, wrestling isn't hate speech. Wrestling brings people together.
Yeah.
And then there's a link to a change.org. Not that I'm a big proponent of change.org things,
Right.
but it's to say, hey YouTube, can you maybe
Not do that.
not make wrestling immediate disqualification from monetization? Because some of us out here like it. We think it's a fun family thing,
Yeah.
and it's not evil.
We shared it from the RFR Facebook because WrestlePals are not on the Facebook machine. So you can...
We're rebels.
We're on Twitter at WrestlePals RFR if you'd like to follow us there. But the link is on the Radio Free Radio. You'll have to scroll down a bit, but it's on there.
Cool. I've signed it. I would highly recommend you guys do as well. It takes like 2 minutes, and show your support for people trying to do some stuff, not letting YouTube F them completely over. But hey, man, we're hashtag WrestlePals. You want to get a hold of us? It's not hard to do.
It's not.
Except me. I'm very hard to get a hold of. I always see the message. Hi, Leslie. You're great. I'm on Twitter at The Nate Project. Justin is on Twitter at The Hulkster. Legit. Or throw hashtag WrestlePals up there.
I'll find it.
It's on the screen. Look, see that? So there's a reason why we leave it on the screen. Yeah, it's weird. You have to go the wrong way. We leave it on screen because that's how we find you. Like, you could put that up anywhere.
Even if you're not referencing us, because I've definitely found people using our hashtag that aren't
Dig it.
watching our
We
show.
will jump in and we will capitalize as best we can. And it's
I liked your tweet, even though you weren't talking about our program.
what was the context?
Oh, just
Save the whales. Hashtag WrestlePals. All right.
Watching this show, hashtag WrestlePals.
Sweet.
They were watching a pay-per-view.
Oh, they thought they made that up? Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Nah.
Go ahead and scroll back.
Nah.
You'll see.
You'll see. So stupid. You can put it on Facebook. You can put it on Twitter. Someone wrote on a bathroom wall once. Justin was like, hey, take a look at this. I was like, it's a bathroom. Hashtag WrestlePals. You dig us, think what we're doing? Patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. $1 a month get you some stuff. But this is also important. We got some product we're looking to move here. We're looking to get onto our the second set of shirts. We're looking to I don't want to necessarily say make rent here, but we're looking for a little more solvency, and we want to give you some value for your support. So, like I said, we've got the double middle finger shirts. They're not actual middle fingers up there. We'll get some pictures up there so you can take a look at them. They're $20. We sell out of those. It gets us to the next run. Maybe a new design. Mm-hmm. Maybe if these are wanted enough, we do another run of them.
Yeah.
We'll see. What you want, let us know. And then we also got these special the T-Fury shirts. Hey, help us move a little bit of the product, something fun, not necessarily related to us directly, but at the same time, it supports us and it gives you something back. And the old YMS sweatpants, we're gonna sell them sweatpants, Justin.
There's only 5 pairs left, and then they're gone forever.
Gone forever. If you want, you can cut like a hole in the crotch and make like a weird shirt thingy out of it. It's cool. You trying to get lower?
No.
I'll stand on my tippy toes. There you go.
I'm doing the knee.
But there, I've done all the cells. Is that
Yes,
all the cells?
that's all the cells.
I've done all the cells. So Justin,
Uh-huh.
is this something we're going to do now? We did this once. So we did this 2 weeks ago. You want to do it now?
We're gonna do that after the other thing.
Okay. What's the other thing? Oh, God. You're going to play the stupid song? I thought we got rid of the song, Justin.
What do you mean?
Oh. So if I say it, you're going to play it?
Hmm?
Goddamn hashtag WrestlePals.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know who you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Oh, no. Where's the cursor? And